Well, hello, YouTubers. Thanks for subscribing and watching the videos. Real happy with that. So today, Squints and I, he's behind the camera. Hi, Squints. So we are working on the Nova. The Nova's outside temporarily. So what I'm doing here, and I'm going to show everybody because I don't have a shifter handle that's going to work with the Nova. The Nova had this little shifter handle on it on the 5-speed.
It's only like 7 inches.
This is considered a short shifter, short throw. The problem is the seating position of the car puts the shifter way over here, so you have to kind of fall forward in order to shift the car. It also had an issue with this T-handle, where this T-handle and most of your newer T-handles come with these bushings, and it uses a small thread with a bushing, and the bushing would always loosen up so the handle would constantly spin. But I also noticed a nice little bend. So I don't know what was going on there. So this handle is just wrong. So what I did was I made a pattern sitting in the car of what I'm going to need. Can you see that on the video? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
So basically, this is how the shifter is going to be. So figure that's going to get mounted to the shifter. That's going to get cut. I have to make an extension and then extend up and eventually adapt to this 1/2" 20 grade 8 bolt, which is going to be the shifter mount, the handle mount. So how do you do that? I could get a 1/2" flat stock. I could use my CNC plasma table, right?
You don't have a
Oh, I don't. Oh, that's right. My water jet. Do I have a water jet?
No, you don't.
I know,
you
I
don't
don't.
have those tools.
You know what I have? One of these. Boom. I have a sanding disc.
But
I have
that big air compressor.
I have a MIG welder. I have a TIG welder. And I have some leftover tools that I've had for a long time. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a breaker bar. Why would you use a breaker bar, Rick? That's the question, everyone. Because a breaker bar is technically already a hardened steel or a chromoly steel, which is a thicker diameter. It has a thicker handle area. And actually this piece, if I use a short piece of this, I can make this extension and this extension, and it'll be strong enough, just like a shifter handle. So instead of buying another shifter handle or trying to fab something with all these expensive tools, I'm going to show you how to do it with basic tools. So hang out. I did was I used the grinder and notched the end and then made the actual bolt fit into the notch, and all I did was just tack it right now. So now I'm going to fully weld it all the way around, all three sides as much as I can make it. So all the way around, all the way down, all the way under and around, and that'll be the upper mount of my shifter handle. So it has kind of a cool look to it. If I could put that on there. So that'll be the mount for the shifter, technically, kind of like that. And then this will be the other side. Obviously not at that angle, but more of a 45 angle. So kind of like that. But so now I'll flip it around and I'll notch this side so it accepts that piece. And then we fit it in the car after I tack it. So stay tuned. So this is our barbaric looking situation. Don't laugh, because it does look very barbaric. It's not going to be barbaric when we're done. So that is, if I were to throw a couple bolts in here temporarily, just to kind of get an idea, it would be something like this. These aren't the bolts I'm using. This is what was in there, and I don't like it. These are junky. This is hot, by the way. I'm trying to do this, and it's extremely warm. There we go. So you get the idea. That's basically where it's going to be. Oops, hold on, let me move this a little bit. Maybe better. All right, so that's basically where it's going to be, like that. So now I'm in more of a relaxed position. So that's in gear right there. So that would be, I think it's third gear right now. So that would bring the shifter, when I shift, it would bring to here, which is actually, I like that. That's actually a nice, well, once it's tight, obviously. But that would be third gear. So that's actually nice. So what I'm going to do is you get the idea. I'm going to finalize this weld here, finalize this weld here. I am going to put a small gusset here. So that's gusseted here, and I'm going to do a small gusset here, which I don't know if I have to, though. If I weld this is a pretty good setup. This is a little bit thinner over here.
What's a gusset?
Basically, it's like a little triangle piece for strength from one to the other. I'll make a little piece out of the steel I have. And then clean it all up and make it look pretty, and then eventually I think I'm going to paint it black. So let's finish welding, and then we'll go from there. But I think this will be pretty good. I know it looks crazy, but once I finish it...
It does.
Well, once I finish it and weld it and smooth the edges off so it actually looks like a contour, it's going to have a cool look to it. So, almost looks very drift style.
What do you mean drift?
Like drift cars. You know, drift cars have them crazy e-brake hand, emergency, the
Oh,
brake,
yeah.
the drifting handle for the hydraulic rear brake, and then they have the crazy shifter. It's like a up, down, down. It's all Tiptronic, like an inline electronic shift.
Right.
So, as you can see, it's a little bit better looking than it was before. Still not finished, but it's better. We're just fitting it now just to see how it works, because I'm curious. This little lock plate stripped out a little bit, so we got to put nuts on there.
What? There's never nuts on there?
No, there was. It just wasn't. They have to be. It needs a nut because the little locking plate, the threads are a little beat up. This shifter's old. This trans was the same trans I put in the car in 2001, I think. 2002. Can't remember. So, I gotta clean this car, it's dirty. Oh my god, it's so nice. Oh, it's so much nicer. I can sit back now, so now I can actually be in more of a racing position, so that way when I put shoulder belts in the car, so you're in a position like this, and it's, so I don't have to move.
No, you don't even have
So I
to
don't have
move
to move
at
my
all.
body. Before, you got to realize the shifter was here, so it was like here. So I had to like hunch forward in order to shift the car. So now it's,
You don't even move.
yeah, I actually like that better. Way better. I might not even paint it. I kind of like it. And I could always modify it. I mean, this is just me making something to see if it works. So, and then my little hold down nut is a lug nut. Actual lug nut. Let's see how that looks with the boot.
How do you put the boot thing on? Oh,
You just slide it over.
what if you can't?
Oh, it'll go over. See?
Oh, wow. Oh, and that goes like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was going to buy a layback post, something that came, you know, up and over. I mean, I can even put a ball on here, which might be better too, but we'll see how it feels. I'm not huge on the handle, but we'll see how it feels. I'll try it out.
Why is Apple so long?
They all are, actually. They're real long.
Where's the other one? Oh.
Fall down. Surprisingly, all the holes are lining up. It's crazy.
Why is that one have two holes?
They probably tried to put it in one hole and didn't work, and then switched it to a different hole. I don't know. The guys that were working on this car before were not the most talented. I'll leave it at that. just snug that up so it stays there.
We've done a lot of upgrades. We've done the seat.
I like that.
And we've done seat belts. And we've done the shifter now.
Yeah, I like that. That's perfect. That works. Very nice. All right, so does it look barbaric? I don't know. What do you think?
It looks a little crazy.
It's a little crazy looking, but
like on some cars, I think, like their shifter, their hole is like all the way like over there, I think, and the shifter handle goes like this, or like that.
I mean, I could always shorten it if I had to, or just change the handle completely, but I just figured I'd make one, and I had everything laying around, so I figured, what the heck. I couldn't stand the other shifter, so we'll see. We'll see if it stays. We'll see if I switch it. For now, it's staying, and I'm going to go drive it and see how it feels once the rain stops. Obviously, I'm not driving it today. So, thanks for hanging out. That's the video. Until next time.